So the MOVE program, basically what the MOVE is it's the group of everyone that I know who has not been identified as a nurture. So the people that we know, we consider them to be a great source of potential referrals and business. So we want to follow up with them in a systematic manner. So basically, there are 26 letters in the alphabet, and there's 52 weeks in a year. We ideally want to be touching our people with a monthly email and a quarterly call, and a quarterly text. So the people who are more important because they will probably do business with us, we focus on, and the people who tell us to go kick rocks, we either just move to our email only campaign, or we don't necessarily focus on them quite as much. So basically, the 26 groups are paired up. The 26 letters are paired up into groups of 2 and identified by the first letter of the last name. So for example, the first group is A and W. And so the folks, the first week of the quarter that have a last name that begins with A and W, we contact that week. And then since each quarter has 13 weeks and we have 13 groups of letters, this repeats 4 times a year. So our calendar shows which group we are focusing on this week. I don't find it necessarily important if we're starting a quarter and we kind of miss like the first month to go back, because we know we're just going to cycle back to those people, in 9 weeks or whatever as it is. So we'll just keep on going. Ideally, if we miss a week because of a vacation or something like that, then we will go back and execute our plan for those people if it's possible. But if we miss multiple weeks, we'll just catch them on the next quarter. So our goal is to communicate with the database and figure out who's the most important, in addition to kind of following up with everyone. So as we're going along, when I see people who have done business with me in the past, multiple times, or who has referred me, then I'm going to call them an A+ customer. Those are people that I make sure that I talk to on a regular basis, because I know that I'm their agent of choice and I want them to continue sending me business. I want to build a relationship. These are all people that I've met, and chances are people that I like. It's not really just about the business. It's about me helping them helping me, and a lot of these are my friends. So this is just a systematic way of doing it, to be purposeful, to grow business, and to deepen relationships. So someone who's done business with me one time, like a closed client, I would call them an A. And if they've done business with me more than once, I'd call them an A+. Bs are basically everyone until they do business with me, or they are people that I'm not crazy about contacting. A lot of times I rate my family and friends that I haven't received any referrals from, as a C. Since our family sees, the worst of us, they know our history, they know our whole life, it's very common for our immediate family, like our parents, maybe our brothers or sisters, to not necessarily send us referrals. So we might just rate them a C, because I'm not going to spend tons of time and energy telling my sister about, my marketing and stuff, and then the next week call her and yell at her because she didn't make potato salad or something like that. So it sometimes makes sense to deepen those friendships and to get those people to see you with the realtor hat on than it does to be angry with our family. So for me, I rate my family often a C if they have never sent me a referral. If they have bought from me or they have referred me, then I would move them to a different group. So basically, everybody's a B until they become an A, an A+, or a C. So I would say it's not necessary in our system, to tag anyone a B. We're really just, actually it would be, so that we know who we've vetoed or identified as something. So as we're going, I like to just make a note and have a tag that the people are an A. So theoretically, like our A and W group, we would want to be able to identify which of those peoples are the A's and the A pluses so that I make sure to speak with them. And perhaps our B's and C's, if we were very busy that week, we would just send them a text. So the ways that we're kind of digging into them and making sure that we can go deeper with those relationships is by having all of their information. We want to have their email address. We want to have their physical address. We want to make sure we have their correct phone number. And so I also want to make sure they have my number. And then in our KW command system, we can send them a monthly email that will give them information about their local neighborhood. We commonly refer to this as a landing page. So once we have their address and their email address, we can send them a landing page. If we don't have their physical address or we don't have their email address, we can't complete that. Ideally, these are the people that I want to be friends with on Facebook. And then we are doing some Facebook marketing for these people as well. So our A's and our A pluses, I have a group in Facebook, and sometimes for those people, we'll do extra stuff. At this point, I'm less concerned about that AA plus group on Facebook. We can always go back and do that later. We can make a project of that in like third quarter or something. So for first quarter, our intentions are basically, I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. Our intentions are to ask if we can send them a link to our new website. We need to confirm their email address and home address. And then we will need to do a follow-up later in the week and ask them what they thought of the email and neighborhood landing page. In the next quarter, KW is rolling out a new app. So in quarter 2, we will send them the app and potentially go a little bit deeper with them. So that's kind of what I'm thinking that we'll need to do. So basically, we're going to send them a message. We're going to ask them if we can send them a link to our new website. We'll need to confirm their email and home address. And that is the MOVE program.